So, a very warm good morning to all of you, and myself Gaurav. I'm from Convert. So, I will present here you something which is very special and basic. So, we will start with political science. As you know, the relevance of political science, and if we talk about in a very general manner, the optional subject is very high. It's a make and break. It can take you to two digit in your ranking, and it can make you to the last. It is very easy if you understand the some basics. At the same time, it's very complex if you fail to understand those basics. Here, the demand of UPSC is not to form the top layers in a discipline like what the PhD scholars are doing. The basic works for a scholar is to put an additional layer of something unique or different which their predecessors have already done. So what they do is they are sitting on a pyramid and taking the pyramid to the upward direction. This is what a PhD scholars or researchers are doing. But the demand of UPSC is not to form that layer and to sit on the pyramids, the layer of pyramids. They want us to drill down at the basics, go into the deep, understand the things, understand the nuances, basics, which are, of course, will be the basis for building new theories. But UPSC doesn't want to build new theories. They want you to understand the existing theories to the basics and breaking them into a small pieces, learning them and applying them in a question and presenting in a applied manner. This is what a purpose of study for optional for aspirant. So let's begin with what is political science. See, political science. Up now, the students are confused in different terminologies. See, first thing is what is politics? What is political? सबसे पहले तो यही समझ में आना चाहिए हमें कि पॉलिटिकल है क्या. देन व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज साइंस, व्हाई इट इज सी the science is something which is having a very objective applications and very crystal clear, and natural sciences generally like biology, physics, chemistry as considered as science. But if you are making something which is abstract into a science, then what made it science and who made that a science? It's a very good question. What is political and what is science? Then, of course, a natural question is from where it emerged? From where it emerged? So there are multiple questions that we will deal in detail over a period of time. But today in this video, I am going to explain that what is politics? What is politics? Or political? Because without understanding these two terms, you can never explain the things actually asked in a question. See, the genesis of politics starts from Greek. This is one of the ancient and highly developed civilization. See, how this word emerged there. See, now there is a point here to note. We can better understand this word politics into what is public and what is private. What is public and what is private? See, there are some functions, some things, some objectives, some issues which are related to mass, not a single person. Their domain is wide. they are something asking for common good. They have a wider application. For example, I'll tell you the defense, security, law and order. This is what is something which is related to public. Any concern which is related to public, which is related to mass, is falling under the word politics, right? Or say political. It is what is political. The other thing is the issues, concern, causes which are related to private domain. Private domain is called as personal, such as domestic issues, or let's say individual issues. For example, say there is a one person who was tortured in police custody. So it is personal issue. It is personal because a single person tortured in public custody. But soon, when the cognizance of it taken at a broad level and the other people started contextualizing it, let's say if something police caught me and do say, atrocities over me in a police custody, probably I might get affected on it. So when this issues started concerning masses and masses become aware and they start a movement, now it become a public issue. So you need to understand when the things become public, it fall under the domain of political. And once it is falling in the domain of political, the politics start over it. And I'll tell you what kind of politics start over it. You understand it, right? Now you have got some understanding of what is political and what is personal here. Now I'll give you one example that will make your things clear. There are feminists who says personal is political. This question has asked multiple times in your exam, and I have seen the way students are writing. More often they have written the person who has spoken this quote. Other time they are starting with feminist, other time they are starting with other different things. But you need to understand, until you have an understanding of political, you can never explain this statement. See, from classical to modern time, the spectrum of politics is defined in public sphere. Public sphere कि जो भी पब्लिक में हो रहा है, everything which is happening in a public and concerning public can only be debated in politics. That means, let's say if there is a law and order issue in a city, it could be debated in a state legislative assembly, right? But let's say if there is a same issue, law and order issue within a family or in a house, it is not a part of politics, so it is not to be debated in a legislative assembly. This is what the simple thing I'm telling to you. But see, what feminists are saying, they are asking that please redefine the boundaries of politics. और से पॉलिटिकल साइंस, कि जो आज तक आपने इस पॉलिटिकल साइंस को डिफाइन किया है, जो आपने इसके पैमाने, मायने, दायरे आपने जो इसके बताए हैं, प्लीज उन सबको ब्रॉड करो. जो एक पर्सनल लाइफ में जो इशू है, पर्सनल लाइफ में इशू है जैसे कि डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस, जो एक पर्सनल लाइफ में एक चार दीवारी के अंदर जो इशू है, प्लीज कवर इट इनटू पॉलिटिक्स, make it political and cover it into politics. Let's say other issue is married rape. This is what happening within a four wall. I mean, hardly it is a public issue, but they are asking for no, cover it into politics. Make it is a debatable point. This is what the feminists are demanding. So the beginning of this question shall be you, or say in intro what you should write. You should start with the definition of politics. Since classical to contemporary time, confined to public sphere, excluded personal domain. And you can quote a name of any scholar. One is very good that I remember is Seldom S. Wolin, who has also given this definition or who has talked about politics in a public sphere. But feminists demanded the redefinition of the boundaries of discipline by including personal affairs also. अब now once it is, let's say अब एक example के थ्रू समझते हैं. If see, let there's a domestic violence, if it is in the agenda of, or it is in a manifesto of political parties who are contesting election in 2024, यदि ये एक मुद्दा बनता है कि we will make a law or we will do something on marital rape, we will do something on domestic violence, we will do something on the divorce that is happening. Now the debate has started. The good thing is that by initiative of judiciary, but still legislature is having a lackadaisical approach. But say if the political parties are coming with their party manifesto that this is my agenda and 5 points are related to the women, or say personal affair, personal things, then the demand of feminist would be fulfilled. This is what I am trying to explain you. I hope you have understood what is politics and what is personal, and by the example of personal is political, you would be able to contextualize the theories that I have explained.